Hey, my name is James Nicholson, and in this video, I'm going to tell you 20 free business ideas that you can use to get money. Now, the last few years have been really unique and people's habits have changed, right? More people are starting businesses than ever before. And I think we've all looked and reflected on what's happened on the last few years and just looked at what options do we have so we don't have to commute into the office, so we don't have to make somebody else lots of money, and also can give us more certainty. You see, you have a job, who knows? At any point you could get made redundant. So building a business, or if you're already a business owner, adding additional products and services on to your business can be really, really powerful in taking your income to the next level. Now, I'm James Nicholson. I'm the author of the new book, Expert Mastery. Now, if you want a copy of that, this is a blueprint on running a business, and I can give you a free copy in the description, so do check that out. And while you're here, before we jump into this content, smash that like button over there. By doing that, that helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Go and do it now. I can wait. Go on. Don't be shy. Go and press that like button. That helps me really with YouTube, getting this out to more people. Now, business ideas. Here's 23 of the best. I've also made a blog that supports this. So if you want to go and check out the blog version, we'll link to that in the description below. First off, this one is very popular, and a lot of people make a lot of money while also helping people, and that's to be a life coach or a career coach to people. Now, often people have really difficult times in their life and they need some support. In fact, we all should be getting coached on various different things throughout different stages of our life. So being a life coach is a great skill to have. I also work with lots of coaches that help people through various stages on relationships. So imagine if you were going to go through a divorce, or you didn't want to go through the divorce. People will pay you handsomely for you to get them in the right state to actually save their marriage. And that's priceless to people. So that's a great skill that you probably have that you could help other people with. Next is Nutritionist, right? So nutritionists make really, really good money. It's something you can learn very easily, and you can get qualifications on that, and you should search on how to start that as a business. But it's a very in-demand business skill at the moment. So having a nutritionist, you can have that as a sideline business as well. Now, this one's really important because it helps me in my business, and that's to become a freelance writer. So if you're somebody that likes writing, then you really could make good income. Now, what could you do with that? Well, you could write blogs for people. So I actually have people that I outsource my blog writing to. So I give them a rough outline on what I want them to do, and then they piece that together and write that for me. Or a lot of people want this, is you could write their book for them, right? So I've got tons of clients here. Here's just a few of my clients that have got books written for them. That's Polly Tomlinson's homeopathy book. We've got Daya's Square Peg Achiever book here. We've got Liam Ryan, his property book here. And we've got Fabio. Now, I'm not going to tell you which ones, but some of those people didn't write their books, right? Some of the people, it's their systems, their processes, their knowledge, their stories, but they're not writers, right? So they got somebody else to write for them, and you can get handsomely paid for that. People will pay up to £10,000 for you to write a book for their business. So that could be an option for you as well. Translation is in big demand at the moment. So a lot of people want different products and services to be sold in different regions. For example, you might have someone that sells something on Amazon in UK and also in America and Australia, but they also want to sell it on Amazon FR, the French site, or the German site, right? So if you can translate stuff for people, that pays really, really, really well. Another little business you can do, which I started out in, which you can find out more about in Expert Mastery, is running an e-commerce store. When I started out, you had to pay thousands of pounds to get someone to build you a store. Now you don't, right? It's very, very easy these days. You can get something like Shopify, or Wix have store builders and stuff like that. It's very, very cheap to get somebody to, or make it yourself, an e-commerce store. And you could do that in an evening, right? And then you can sell products and services, and they can sell for a lot of money. Like my cousin in America, she sells tumblers right? And so they are effectively, like the coffee cups that we get in the UK, like a little flask. Well, she actually decorates them for people with like their American football team or their basketball team or their school or pictures of their kids and stuff like that. And she does all of that. And she charges like $150, $150 for one tumbler, and she has a 4-month waiting list, right? That's how in demand that sort of stuff is. And you could sell all sorts of different things. I sold iPhone cases, I sold MacBook cases, I sold laptop speakers and headphones and that sort of stuff, right? And so e-commerce stores are quite easy to set up these days, and you can really make some good money. Number one is travel planner. Now you could plan business people's holidays. We've got one of our members of our community called Paul Greg Smith. He does group tours to places all around the world. In fact, he was just in Sri Lanka at the time of me videoing this, looking for snakes in the jungle. Not my cup of tea, not something that I would look at, but there's lots of people that he does that for in group tours. He also does retreats for business owners as well, and that works very, very well. So that's another thing. You could plan travel on behalf of business owners and individuals and do group tours and stuff like that. That's a very easy business that you can set up. Now, we've got lots more to go through here, but if you have got this far and you haven't liked this video already, can you give me a like? Come on, just give me a little like over there. All you need to do is just press that button till it turns blue, or smash it till it turns blue, because that helps me with YouTube. Perfect. Next, massage therapists. I work with a ton of massage therapists. Actually, got Margaret Apido, works in Brixton, and various other massage therapists as well. And massage is something that a lot of people need, especially when we've been working from home for the last few years to correct backs and all sorts of things. And so you can get qualified in that quite quickly, and I would get qualified because you need to make sure you don't hurt people. But that's a great business that can pay very well, much better than you'll get in a job. So look at becoming a massage therapist. Now, business consultants as well. Maybe you could coach and get business owners back on track. Now, you might think, I don't know anything about business, but what you can do is be an accountability consultant for them, right? Because they can set what they need to do, and you could be checking in weekly with them to hold them accountable, right? Because that's really where most businesses are going wrong, is they're not actually getting stuff done that they need to do, so they're not holding themselves accountable. So a business consultant is a great thing to learn. Millions of business owners need support, so that could be really good for you as well. Now, you could be a blogger, right? Being a blogger or running a blogging agency can work very well. There's lots of big businesses now. Think of someone like Perez Hilton. You may have heard of him, right? Now, he is effectively a blogger, right? So he is a gossip blogger. He talks about the Kardashians and Paris Hilton and people like that, right? And so what he does is he blogs. That content gets found by Google. He gets traffic to the blog, and he has adverts on the site, and he makes money that way, right? And that is a very, very good way to make money. There are tons of people, millions of people, that make content blogs that just give value on a topic. It could be something that you're interested in, like, for example, basketball. I could make a basketball blog, and then I just give the results, the scores, or analysis on previous games. You could do that on Premier League. You could do it on Minecraft. You could do it on computer games. There's tons of, I don't play loads of computer games, but I do like to watch computer game bloggers, right? And so they create content telling you the news, telling you the games that are coming out. And they, some of them are making serious money, like millions of pounds a year by running that sort of stuff. Very, very low cost to entry as well. A video marketer. Now, a couple of things you can do here. Maybe you video people, because content is really important these days, right? So there's tons of business owners like me that use videographers. Now, for my YouTube channel, I don't, but when I run a live event, the Internet Marketing Bootcamp, the Business Accelerator, I bring in a videographer called Lenny, right? And so that skill is really in demand, and Lenny is fully booked all year because lots of business owners like me, like you, need that sort of skill. So you could learn quite easily how to do simple blog videos for people and go and film them, right? It's hard for them to hold the camera themselves and get the shots, and you could learn those skills quite quickly, and that could be a real win for you. So video makers could be very, very good. Also, you could be a YouTuber from that, so you could make your own videos and put them on YouTube. Now, another one is social media agency. You could learn a system for getting and keeping customers. Hey, I teach you that system for free in this book, so you might as well grab a copy if you didn't already in the description below. But in this book, we teach you my 5-step system for getting and keeping customers. You could learn that system and then do that for businesses that just don't have time to learn this stuff, like plumbers, estate agents, coaches, consultants, e-commerce stores. You could do that marketing in a done for you thing, because not everyone wants to learn it. Some people just want it done for them. That is a real winner. So social media agencies are really, really in demand. You can charge very big fees. I've got clients that charge as much as $5,000 per month to one client, because it's not how much it costs, it's the outcome that they want, right? So if they're charging $5,000, they're probably getting them about 50, 60, 70 grand in revenue into that business by the work that they're doing, right? Of course they are. They're not charging $5,000 and getting nothing. So when you bring in big amounts of business for people, you can really charge what you're worth. Now, a little sideline from that is you could niche down and not just be a general social media agency. You could be a Facebook ad specialist. Tons of people, in fact, millions of people advertise on Facebook every single day, and not everybody wants to spend the time doing that. They want to go out and fit kitchens, they want to go out and sell houses, they want to sell their e-commerce stuff. They just want someone that will do it for them, and you can charge handsomely if you get good at Facebook ads. So you can learn how to do Facebook ads. You can get tons of programs and courses on that. In fact, my system teaches you how to do that as well, and then you can go and do those Facebook ads for business owners in your local area. Another thing where you have low risk is similar to e-commerce, is drop shipping, right? So you could do some drop shipping, as in you build an e-commerce store, you sell something, you don't even have stock of that, but your supplier does, and you just buy it from the supplier and drop ship it to your end customer. Now, there are people making millions a year in sales doing this, and I think it's a great little model that really needs to be looked at by more entrepreneurs and business owners like you. So drop shipping could be something that you do. An online boutique, maybe you create some clothes or some fashion accessories and sell those online. You can sell those on Instagram, you can sell them on your e-commerce store, but having an online boutique is very popular. People want fashion from unique brands. They don't always want it from Ralph Lauren and Gucci and all this stuff. People are individuals. They like to buy stuff that not everybody's got, and you could create some great stuff, and there's lots of people doing very, very well selling their own stuff. Handcrafted goods, maybe you create some handcrafted goods and you then sell them at craft markets online. You get other people to sell them. Maybe you're really good at making stuff, like my cousin's tumblers, right? That's a handcrafted good. She makes those at home herself. eBay is a great place to sell stuff. I've sold millions of pounds of stuff on eBay personally myself, and it's powerful because they have the traffic. So we talked about your e-commerce store as an option, but why not also put that stuff on eBay? Maybe you've got products or services right now, you're already a business owner. Why don't you consider putting that stuff on eBay? Because they get millions of people every single day looking at stuff. I've worked with people in the past, 2 people in fact, just in Dorking, right? A little old Dorking. 2 people in this town of Dorking sell car parts on eBay. They don't even have a website because they can't even cope with the amount of eBay orders they get, right? Imagine that. So they list all sorts of things like windscreen wipers specifically for certain cars, like little parts. They don't sell huge parts, they sell like wing mirrors, rear view mirrors and little things and little accessories to make them more attractive, the cars. So they're selling that stuff on eBay, so that's a good thing to do. Graphic designing, a lot of people need logos, they need constant content for their social media, their Instagram and stuff like that. There's tons of people that without like having someone that could do the graphics for them, they're really slowed down. Now, you obviously need to have a little bit of an eye for design, but you can also use products like Canva.com. You can go and check out Canva. You can get a free account on there. They've got tons and tons of templates on there that you can use in order to take your business forward and take their business forward and make some money as well. It could be an event planner, right? We've got people that help us with that. We're running big events in London every single month. And at those events, there are people that can come in, and we've used in the past, that they will come in and they'll manage the event. So they'll negotiate the contract for you. They'll make sure all the AV's there, and they will get a fee from that event. Now, there are millions of events up and down the country. It even could be a wedding, for example, right? People will pay for that to be organized, but don't just think about weddings, think about business events as well. Another one is website developer, or in fact, people as well a lot use funnels now, marketing funnels as well. And so web developers, here's a little secret. My second business was a web design agency. I can't make websites, right? I don't have any clue how to do that or where to start. So my job was the sales and the marketing. So I would get the customer, right? So I would go out there and get the customer, and then I would outsource the design work to a designer, right? And then eventually I got in-house designers as well as still having some outsourcers if we got too busy. So you don't always even have to have the skills. Sometimes it's better just to be the project manager, right? I'd go out and get the customers. I would make sure that the designer was hitting the deadlines, and that's what the client wanted, right? And so that works really, really well as well, web designer. Tutoring, right? You could be tutoring different people. Now, kids need help on all sorts of things, and so you could be tutoring them on that, or you could be tutoring business owners and coaching business owners on stuff as well. So tutoring business would be a good one. Another good one is podcasts. Now, you might be interested in saying there are podcasts on everything: property investment, Lego, for example. There are podcasts on gaming. There are podcasts on religious stuff. Whatever you're interested in, you could create a podcast. It's very, very easy to do. You could just do it with a little phone like this and just start recording, and then just get it up onto Apple iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. But podcasts are a great way to reach a big audience and really get impact. Now, here's the thing with podcasts. People don't generally skip them. So if they find you on Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn, they'll scroll on to the next thing. Whereas if they go to a podcast and you're half an hour long, for example, most people listen all the way through, right? Most people listen all the way through. And then that's really powerful because you've kind of spent half an hour with them then in a virtual way that they really get to know you. They really want to start working with you there. Another thing you could do, maybe you're a baker. My girlfriend owns a business called Chockneys Brownies. And so Chockneys was something that she used to do. She used to work as a social worker. And at Easter, she always made these Cadbury's cream egg brownies, and they were very popular. And everyone always said, oh, you should do that. Then we had a baby. So we recently had a beautiful little girl called Amelie, and Katie stopped working. We don't need her to work. We can afford her to be off. But she was like, I need something to do. I don't want to just be a mum all the time. I need something to focus on and grow and give me something to do each week. So we created a brand called Chockneys. And so every week, just 1 day a week, she sells brownies. 1 day a week, right? So in 1 day a week, she gets the same money as she would in a job, and that gives her her pocket money, and she can spend it on whatever she wants, right? And so that's a great skill. So she's used a skill that she already had and created a business around that. And lastly, you could be an organizer, a PA or a personal organizer for people. There are tons of business owners that just need support. They need mentoring. They need to be like told, right, you're turning up here on that day, and people need their diary organized. So you could be some sort of personal organizer for business owners or important people. And that will be a great way to earn an income. You get a retained income from that, and they just use you as and when they need you. So those were 23 business ideas. But look, if you're really serious about starting a business, or you want to create additional income in your existing business, then you really need a system for getting and keeping customers. And the best place to start is to grab Expert Mastery. So I'm going to put a link in the description here. So in the description is going to be a link where you can grab a copy of Expert Mastery. If you didn't earlier, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. That will tell you all the new content I make every single day. Give me a quick like on there, guys, if you didn't already. Comment below. Let me know if you've got other ideas. I'm sure you've got some ideas below. We'll reply to every single comment on this channel. And that's it from me. I'm James Nicholson. Stay blessed and good luck with your new venture, or good luck with growing your business even further. See you soon. Bye for now.